Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about ML.NET and how you can easily use it in your everyday projects. ML.NET is the Microsoft toolkit for working with data science and machine learning, and it was being used in Microsoft's own products for a long time. But recently, for the last 2 years or so, they have open sourced the project and working on it on GitHub. And now you can download and install its tools on your Visual Studio and use it to train, evaluate, and generate projects based on machine learning. So today I want to predict the survival of Titanic passengers using ML.NET Model Builder. There's a website called Kaggle.com which has lots of competitions about data science and machine learning, and one of the very interesting ones is this Titanic survival. So Kaggle is a serious service for people who are interested in data science and machine learning, and usually they use different tools to analyze the data and predict the results. But I'm not a data scientist and I have never done any actual work on machine learning or any of the related topics. I'm just a Microsoft C#.NET developer, and today I'm going to use ML.NET to train and get the prediction and see how it works. So let's create a new project, and console application is what I'm looking for in C# actually, and let's do a Titanic app, and next let's go to .NET 5, create. So we have a project. Let's add this to source control locally for now, and then we can start building our model. So before you do anything, you need to download the train and test data. If you go to kaggle.com, down here there's a download all link, and you get 3 files. One is the test data, one is for training, and there's a submission, a sample for submission on how your data should be submitted to the Kaggle server. Here there's a sample. You can see all of the files are CSV, and that's it. So download these files, and let's go ahead and see what we should do next. So in here I add a machine learning model to my solution. If you don't see this menu right in here, you have to download and install ML.NET from Microsoft servers and make sure that it is up and running in your Visual Studio. So there are different scenarios that you can choose, but our case is a very simple one. We have a survived or not situation. It is a binary or 2-category analysis. So I can easily come here and pick text classification. Next, I am using my local CPU environment. You can use Microsoft's environment for data science analysis too, but this is a demo project, so I am using my local system. And next, we are to input or provide the model builder with our train data. So I browse. So I have three files in here. I'm interested in train.csv for now, and it has a column called survived, which shows if the passenger has survived or not. There are other columns like name, sex, age, number of siblings, and fare amount, things like that. But at the end, we want to analyze the survived part of the data, and that's what we want to predict later. The other file, that test.csv file, has some passengers, but it has not specified if the passenger has survived or not. So at the end, you are going to test your machine learning model against this file. Because the test.csv has not specified if the passenger has survived or not, I am going to take out some of this data for my own test later. I want to exclude them from train data and test them later. Let's just take 40 of them, and I want to copy these and create a new file and save them there. So let's do that. Let's paste it here and save it. Also, let's remove these rows from the CSV file, and let's save everything. And okay, I can close this file now. So I'm going to browse and pick a train.csv file, and now it's here. So the predict column is survived, and we don't want all the columns, just to do the analysis faster. And in data science, actually, you don't use all the data. Some of them are not related to the prediction, and we can just ignore them. So this is what I'm going to do for now. Let's ignore at least embarked, and let's ignore the number of siblings for now, and save it. You can always come back and change the model if you will. So next, we are going to train our data, and let's pick 200 seconds just to make sure that we get a good enough model, and then we can evaluate and generate a project. I start training and wait for it to complete. It is just like this. It starts analyzing the data and shows which algorithm has been tested and what was the result and everything. So I wait for this to complete, and then I come back and show you the results. So the training has completed, and you can see the results in here. Let's go to next step. The best accuracy was 82.9%, which is good enough for someone like me who does not know anything about data science. I have a ready-made model for myself that's gonna work for more than 80% of it at a time. So let's go ahead and predict some data. Here you can put some data in this form and see how was the result. We can go to our excluded data and choose one of these later and see the results. So for now, I go to next step, and now I can consume the model by choosing this add to solution, and it's gonna add two projects to my solution. One of them is the model, and the other one is a console application. Let's see if we have them or not. Yes, this is my ml.console.app, and this is the model, and this one is using the model. So you are going to use this one. This is your library, and this is your application. Of course, you can reference the model in other project that we made already, and I use it in that project, but it's easier to come here and see the results. So we have a model already instantiated, and there's your prediction, and this is your result, all generated by Microsoft ML.NET already. So I have my excluded data here, and let's put some of these here and see what we get. So the passenger ID is going. Let's put it in here, and I can now use 85.2, for example. The class is 3, and the name is, and the cabin was not included. So let's save this, and let's pick this project as our startup, and let's start with the debugging. So we get the results here. The survived value is 0, which means Mr. John Svensson has not survived, and that's actually what we get in here. The column here is 0, and at least for this one particular case, we have the correct prediction. Of course, it's not going to be right for all the data, but it's good enough, maybe, if we can get the prediction more than 80% of the times. Of course, you can go through a loop and predict the survival for every passenger that I have in here, but that's enough for this demo project. You saw that the hard part is generating the model, and it is very easy using ML.NET Model Builder. You just pick a classification or a scenario and go with a wizard. Everything happens in a few minutes, and you get a working model with good enough accuracy most of the time. Of course, you can do other things. You can tweak the algorithms, the model, and get a better prediction. But for someone like me who does not know anything much about data science and machine learning, the model builder is working perfectly fine. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in next videos.